Welcome back, Rankers. Well, it's been a while since we had a major update from Google, so we're going to have one in about 5 weeks' time. But before we get on to that, next week, if you're in Melbourne, come and say hello at the Melbourne E-Commerce Expo and Conference. It's been held at the Melbourne Exhibition and Conference Centre, otherwise known as Jeff's Shed. We've got a stand down there. Also, I'm running 15-minute appointments for people who just want to find out about their site and their SEO and just want to ask a few questions. Worked really well at other conferences we've been to, so more details on that. But if you want to slot it in, we'll post that out in our email. So if you're not signed up with the email, make sure you get signed up at stuartmedia.biz or stuartmedia.com.au. Just sign up for our newsletter. We'll make sure you can book in. But we're doing it on Wednesday, 11th of March. Between 10 and 12 and between 2 and 3:30, and then again on Thursday, 12th of March. So free, 15 minutes, come and ask any question you want, except where you parked your car, because I can't answer that. Now, the big update that's coming. I actually put a video out on it last Friday because it's that important, and the more time you have up your sleeve to get your house in order, the better. The big update is one that we knew was coming, and we've been saying it for the last 6 months. There's a big mobile update coming. Guess what? It's nearly upon us. So last Thursday, Google published, well, it was actually Friday Australian time, on the Webmaster Central blog. They just put this out there, and it was retweeted by Matt Cutts, who's taking a sabbatical from Google at the moment. But here's what you need to know. Mobile search is about to change. If your site is not mobile optimized or friendly, responsive design, doesn't have to be responsive design. It can be, just an MDOT, which is just a wholly optimized for mobile. But if you do that wrong, or you do that badly, or you don't know what you're doing with an MDOT, you can find yourself in all sorts of trouble. So the advice from Google for most people is to go with responsive design, which is you have one site and just you have different templates for mobile versus desktop. You've got, what day does it say? Today's the 4th? So we've got until the 21st of April to get your house in order, and before Google's going to roll out this change. So what is the change? The change that Google has said that they're rolling out is, starting April 21, we will be expanding our use of mobile friendliness as a ranking signal. What that means is that if your site isn't mobile friendly, you're going to be affected very badly. And sites that are mobile friendly are probably going to rank higher than you in mobile search. This is just for search for mobiles. And you say, it's just mobile search. Why do I care? Here's why you should care. Here's why you should find out whether you think you should care. Or here's how you should find out whether you think it's worth doing anything, and what you think you should be spending on it. So let's, first of all, I'll get back to this little graph in a second, but let's just take one client here. So what the section I'm in Google Analytics is audience, and then you go down to mobile, and you go into devices, okay? And then you add another segment, and I've added here search traffic. And because what I want to see is of the people using iPhones or mobile devices, how many of them are coming from search. And you can see here, for this client, it's significant. You've got 47,000, this is over the last 30 days, 47,000 coming in on an iPhone. And 31,000 of those coming in on an iPhone have come in via search. That's a significant chunk, and you can see here that it was worth about $14,500 to this business. So that's $14,500 you can kiss goodbye if you're not responsive and you're not mobile friendly. And that is just for the iPhone. iPad, it's unclear how Google's going to treat this, but certainly you would think, logic would say that surely they've got to be more relaxed for people coming in via iPad than what they would say people via iPhone, because it's perfectly reasonable to look at a desktop design site pretty much on an iPad or other tablet device of your choice. I would think it's it's logical, but it's Google, so we don't know. The other thing here for this particular company, and then we've got all these other Android-related phones and iPods and all sorts of things. But by far, of course, the biggest chunk of the traffic is here, 31,000. Now, I've got other sites, other categories, where that number is up around $40,000 to $50,000 a month. So that's what it's worth to those businesses to have a mobile-friendly site. So, what are you going to spend on it? You've got 5 weeks. What is it worth to you? There you can work it out, and it's real data. Now, the other thing you can go and have a look at is Google Webmaster Tools. Go into Google Webmaster Tools, go into search traffic, go into mobile usability. If you've got, this should just say, hey, we didn't detect any problems. If you see like this client has where it says, hey, we've got 78 pages with errors. I had a meeting with these guys today, and while we're in the meeting, we got the developer on the phone. Hi, Jason. And we are in the process of getting that site responsive ready. Just get it done. We've been saying this for months now. So we've had all these updates over the last 6 months. We had Google saying, don't do MDOT, do a mobile responsive site. They came out and they said, more traffic is using mobile now. For the most part, we're seeing it varies, but about 30% of traffic going to client sites is from mobile devices. And then we've had this flurry of warnings come out from Google say, your site isn't mobile ready. And whenever you see a flurry of warnings come out like that, that's when you know an update's coming. This is it. The other thing Google has said about this update, in case you missed it before, is it said this change will affect mobile searches in all languages worldwide and will have a significant impact in our search results. They don't usually use words like significant impact unless it's big. Have you ever seen Ghostbusters and Dan Ramos, Donald Ramos, Dick Ramos? I don't know. The geeky guy, the really geeky guy. And he said, that would be bad. That's of the magnitude. It's big. That reference was probably lost on most people watching this show. Sorry. Anyway, go watch Ghostbusters. Great film. But this is big, all right? When Google says a significant impact in our search results, you need to stop what you're doing and go and get responsive. Hopefully that's helpful. Hopefully we'll see you next week in Melbourne at the e-commerce conference and expo. And we'll see you next week. Thanks very much. Bye.